Hey guys, today's Thursday, June the 8th of 2023, and I want to go over the dollar, energies, and metals. So without any further delay, let's get into it. As you can see, squeeze play on the daily and on the weekly. It looks like it wants to go up now. We got a PPS buy signal. I'm going to go long if we could close above 74.65. But if it can't close above there, then I'm not going to risk that. So far, let's see. We could close above the Movo bands PPS buy signal. So it looks like on the short term it wants to go higher, and the Hikanashi candle on the weekly is positive. Although, however, in chop and in the Movo band, so it's kind of risky. But you know what? The good thing is that you're at the 50% support, so people are buying it. So we just gotta get the daily to start moving and get out of this rut. RBOB is a little more stronger than crude. You can see that it has a PPS buy signal on the weekly. It's closer to the high bands, mobile bands, which is 269. So this is not a bad trade for scalping or for a little, swing trade. If there dips in, I'm probably gonna pick up a contract or two and see if I could ride this wave higher. And natural gas so far, let's see if we could. What I'm doing here. There we go. Is moving higher. The mobile bands is 239, but so far is looking good in a squeeze play from last week and this week. We got a PPS buy signal. We just hit the bands at 234, 235. That's the monthly midpoint pivot, or I guess midpoint level. So technically, if you get a PPS buy signal, you wait for the pullback. That's when you dip your toes, and then it should, in theory, should go back up. Same thing here. This one didn't pull back up, but it's already in the positive range. So any pullbacks will probably be a thing to like dip in the same thing as natural gas. So far, that's looking good. Heating oil, looking good in the daily time frame, but I think we need a break above 244. So I will probably just wait for that to happen and maybe consider going long on heating oil. So far, still in a squeeze play on the daily. Let's go to the metals. Metals, I went long gold when this dip came down here. So I am long somewhere from around, 1960? So I'm waiting to see if this could just get out of this band of 1982 and maybe a target of 2000. It's more like a scalp or a swing trade. But we could just get here. More of a scalp, if anything. Swing trade is more like, a week or two. I just want to see if I could get up to there and trail my stop. So that's my target, 2000. And the weekly is still looking the same. And you can see that the silver is the Hikanashi candle is about to start turning positive. You got a PPS buy signal way back over here on 6-1. And we need to break above 24.14 in order to get some Momo to maybe test 24.71 all the way to 26. So far it's looking good, and you're in a squeeze play on the daily. Copper. The weekly so far is looking good. Histogram just turned yellow, and you're at the top of the range. So if you're, if you're a little more conservative, you want to wait for copper to at least close above this key level, 378. But so far, it's still positive. Passive least resistance is to the upside, and you're in a squeeze play on the day. And it looks like the pressure looks like it wants to shoot up. So I will keep an alert on that level to see if we could have a daily close above that. Platinum, still positive, kind of more on chop zone over here. Like it kind of went up and then it kind of pulled back down. So it's back into the rut. Although, this could probably be an opportunity. Maybe it'll just go right back up again. But you probably want to see if it could take out at least 1051. If it does that, that's probably how I would play it. Because it could continue maybe pushing lower. But if it turns around and then blows right through this level right here, and this one's already going to be blown, then chances are it could go stop hunting and maybe push higher. And your target would be 1137 if it could get up there. Let's go look at palladium, see what we got cooking there. Palladium is probably not looking too good. compared to platinum, maybe the other metals. Look at that. It can't even dig into the mobile. Still on the sell signal PPS, and the daily is still negative. So we may want to test this 1351. And if it finds support, then maybe bounce. But so far, this is probably the worst one. Let's look at the dollar real quick, because the dollar is king dollar, but it's stalling here. The Gann fan is making it resistance as of now. And you got the 25% level that it's stalled at 104.61. And you can see that now the Hekanashis are down. It's going to, let's see if it finds support at the 50%, which is 103.35. Even though if it goes down there and kisses it, I definitely could see that maybe I could, hit 2,000 at the gold. So we'll see. And maybe the, silver, and maybe copper. Palladium, I don't know about palladium, and maybe platinum might go, but palladium is the weakest of the metal. So let's see if this holds. If this doesn't hold in a push, maybe I'll get aggressive and start loading up on silver, but we'll see. So far it's stalling here. Let's go to the natural gas real quick. I'm in 6 minutes. What's positive here? That we're above the VWAP as of now. It all depends on the close. But yesterday we closed above the anchored VWAPs from these swing pivots, and we're positive, so that's good. We're back in the support range or zone right here, and possible target obviously could be this 253. Once we'll take baby steps. Once we could get up there, then these are the bigger ones that you guys already know about that I've been talking about. So baby steps. So far, the bulls got the volume yesterday. They've been getting it, since this was mixed. It was more the bears. The bulls. So the bulls are taking control of the volume and controlling price. Let's go to our simple glance. So far, we're hovering around the 20 SMA. You're above this key level, which is 231. There's a little level here of 233. We're oscillating there. We're in the cloud, so it could get a little wonky and volatile. Got a PPS buy signal. MACD is positive on the daily. That's still positive. Volume is positive. We got a buy signal on the monthly, so that's looking good. We know that July, this week, the weekly cycles bottom and start going up. So that's positive. And the weekly is looking good. Let's look at our levels. As you can see under daily, we're above the 230. We're above the, and that's the daily midpoint. This is the weekly midpoint, 229. So that's good. We kind of hit this pivot here of 237. What time is this? 8:30, 8:23. I'm not going to make it to a U.S. pre-market. So this is going to be morning session. I had to take my kids to the school today. So I had to do a daddy duty. So it's kind of selling off right now, but if it finds support here, we could probably shoot up. Let's look at the real quick our statistical calendar. As you can see, yesterday was supposed to be a down day, and it was pretty much kind of sideways to just pretty much sideways. They were trying to tank it down, but they didn't. They couldn't. Today is still like a down day, and weekdays kind of down to flat. So it could be maybe another day like yesterday, on the U.S. session. And then Friday, it's up while the weekday is down. So we'll see. And today, in regards to losing money, today's the day you will lose the most money because or go short, either or, because it pushes, it sells, it goes lower. Kind of the same here, but here is even bigger. And the day you make the most money was on the 6th. So that's so far what's been going on. So it's going to push lower. Hopefully we hold 230, 229. That's your midpoint. We already kissed the 235 here on the monthly. It's great because we haven't closed above it. We're just kind of hovering, side to side. And if it's going to push higher today, the target will be 241 all the way to 244. I don't think, unless something crazy happened, I don't see it going to 252. But those are the targets to the upside. And targets to the downside, 230, 225 to 223 for today. Square of 9, I'm already at 10 minutes. So, you know, we're here to what, 236? What's the high? 236. Yeah, so we're somewhere around here. There's a high of this high right here. This was 302. So maybe we could just kind of stall around here. There's a couple of pivots. You got 238, which is the 99 February low. And then you got the 240, which lines up with the 194 low in April. So it could get a little tired, isn't it? You know, get tired here and kind of oscillate. Hopefully it holds 233, which is the zero line. So that's good. So we're somewhere around here. If we could just dance around here till Friday, or even if they want to slam it down, only 225, I'm happy. Because if we're here, we're going to build up energy to work ourselves all the way over here. So let's see how we're going to close this week. I'm going to sign out. Hopefully you like this video. I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on the energy, the dollar, and the metals sector.